I never heard anybody saying that. In fact, I heard this story. In the hospital, there was this room, okay, full of only cancer patients. And there's no, discriminations. Everybody pities one another. There was, in that group, in that room, in the hospital, in that special room, there's people who are very rich. There are people who are young, and there are people who are very poor. And then, everybody cared for one another. And then, every morning they count one another and who's you, who's not. And then when somebody's missing, everybody mourn for the person. Even the rich people, I don't know whether there are some famous people or not, but you know what? They don't care about how they live. All they cared about was, you see, I'm about to die now. The fear of death, we cannot imagine yet. But can you imagine? They dedicated their lives. And for the rest of their lives, they just went all over the world preaching, witnessing. And most of them, except one person, they all got executed, persecuted and executed. And they were not afraid of death. And they were glad. They were in fact doing the job, spreading the gospel joyfully, powerfully, boldly, because they understood. When you pray, this is Passion Week. I'm sure that you have many prayer requests, personal requests, whatever, okay? But you know what? This week, at least this week, we should say, God, help me to understand what you have done for me. That I have this knowledge in my head, that's information in my head. Make it become part of my life. Okay, this is critically important. Unless you understand, like these disciples did. Our spiritual life will be always concerned about our personal needs. God has this great plans. God wants to use so many of you. I know that many of you want to become a missionary. I know that many of you want to live your life for God's glory, But that will just make us a desire, but it will never come to reality unless you understand what this is. This information becomes reality in your heart. Your spirits, you don't know how your spirits feel. We said about we're hungry for you, Jesus, right? You know what? You don't feel hunger, but your spirits do feel hunger. Whether you feel it or not, they do feel hunger. God's point of view is all people. Their spirits are hungry. Their spirits are afraid. And so, spiritually speaking, the prophet said, do not be afraid, daughter of Zion. Your king of peace, the one who will free you, has come. And the way he did is by dying on the cross, as we know. Disciples of Jesus did not know this.